Sawadee, welcome to this new practice in Bangkok. Please take a comfortable seat on the mat and start centering yourself. Close your eyes, bring your hands in prayer to the next to the heart center, and breathe. Feel connected to your breath. Maybe set an intention for this practice. Now, on the next inhale, bring your arms up, look up. Exhale down, the neck follows the hands. Look up, inhale, exhale down. One more time, inhale up, exhale down. Now on the next inhale, look up, bring your arms up, and exhale down. Now bring your right arm to the ground and bend. Look up to your fingers and open the left side. Stretch all the way down. Make a little circle, walk the hands to the next side and open on the left. The right arm up, look up to your fingers and press on the left arm on the ground to open even more the side of the chest. Circle back down, bend down and come back up, look up. Once again, bend down on the exhale. Inhale, look up, come back up. One more time, bend down and inhale back up. Now open the chest. Bring your hands behind your hips, open the chest, look back. Only if you don't have any cervical issues. Now come back to center and come to the first tabletop position on the mat. Press firmly on the mat and lift the right arm up, left leg up, and try to keep the back straight. Now curl up, bring your arm and your leg together and inhale, open again. Exhale, bring them together to the center. Now open on the other side. Left arm up, right leg up, open and extend. Reach as if there was a wall. And exhale, curl up, bring them together. Once again, inhale, open, arm and leg. And exhale, back to center. Now press firmly on your hands, press on your feet, lift the knees and start rocking back and forth in preparation for the first down dog. This should engage your core quite well. Now exhale, bring the hips back up and come into a Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now inhale, bring the right side to the ground into a low twist. Exhale back. Inhale, left hip to the ground. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale, right side to the ground, hip almost touching the ground, and inhale, left side to the ground. Stay in down dog, look front and start walking to the front of the mat and come into your first forward fold. You can grab your elbows together, feel a good stretch, maybe bend the knees a little bit, and you can gently rock from side to side or stay here. Now inhale, slowly come back up and bring the arms and look up, maybe slightly back, and come back to Tadasana at the front of the mat. Now inhale, look up, bring the arms up into Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale down into forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, look up, and bring both legs to the back of the mat into plank. Exhale, bend into Chaturanga, bend your elbows. Inhale, look up, upward dog. Exhale, send the hips back into downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 4 breaths. Keep breathing deeply, send the hips back. Press on the hands, press on the feet, really feel a long line in your back. And now inhale, jump or walk to the front of the mat into Uttanasana. And come back to Urdhva Hastasana all the way up, and exhale down into Tadasana. One more time. Inhale up, look up. Exhale, bend down into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, hands on the ground, and send both legs, walk or jump into plank. Inhale up into upward dog. Exhale into downward dog. We'll stay here for 4 breaths, 3 breaths, 2 more breaths, 1 breath. Now look to the front and walk or jump. Bend down into Uttanasana and inhale all the way back to standing. Exhale into Tadasana. Catch your breath here. Now inhale, look up, arms up, and we'll come to standing twist. So open your arms, right arm to the back, left arm to the front, twist, bring them back up, and twist on the other side. The right leg can be slightly bent. Inhale up, and exhale, open on the other side. Repeat this for a few times. Now inhale all the way up, and open your feet slightly, hip wide apart. You can jump. Then come into Malasana all the way to the ground, into your yogic squat. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Keep breathing. Press your elbows against your knees. Now open the right arm to the ground. To the sky, and left arm on the ground. If you can try this variation, you can try to grab both your wrists together and look up at the back of your right shoulder. Now come back to center. Stay here for 1 breath. Palms together. Now right arm on the ground. Open the left arm to the sky. And if you can, try to bind and catch your wrist while looking above your left shoulder. Otherwise, just stay with the hands open. Now come back to center into Malasana again. Press your hands to the ground, and come back slowly up. Now press on the hands and try to bring the knees closer to your armpits and play with the balance. Balance your weight and try to come into crow pose. Try to bring your knees to your armpits and switch your weight more to the front and try lifting one foot after another. Try to find the balance, engage your core, and maybe bring both feet up into crow pose or just keep playing. Now exhale back on the ground, sit on the ground, and inhale, bring both your legs together into Navasana boat pose. And exhale, come back to the mat. Inhale, look up, open the chest, and walk gently your hands, and on the exhale, bend down into Baddha Konasana, feet together, forward fold. Feel your hips opening here. Now inhale, look up, come back up to sitting, and another Navasana. Bring your feet together up, try to engage the core, open the chest, arms slightly open, and exhale, come back to standing position, forward fold, decompress the lower back here, Now inhale, look up, halfway up. And inhale, come to your chair pose. Press firmly on your feet. Don't arch the back. Knees above the feet. And exhale, back down into forward fold. Now look halfway up, press your hands onto the ground and extend the right leg to the back of the mat into low lunge. Open the chest, look front, press on the hands. Stay here for one breath. Keep breathing. Now open your left arm up to the sky, look up and come into a gentle, simple twist. Stay here for another full breath. And gently exhale back down. Press both your hands on the ground and send the left leg to the back of the mat. Stay in plank. Now exhale into chaturanga. Inhale up, upward dog. And exhale, send the hips back into downward facing dog. Gentle vinyasa. Stay here in down dog. Now look up, bring the right leg to the front into low lunge on the other side. Stay here for one full breath. Keep the left leg active. Press on the arms, open the chest slightly here. And now inhale, look up, send the right arm up. Look to your fingers and come into a simple twist on the other side. Keep pressing firmly on the feet and hands and try deepening the twist. Keep breathing here. Feel the twist in your lower abdomen. Now exhale back down and come to plank. Exhale, bring the knees to the ground and come into Balasana, child's pose. A little rest in the middle of this flow. Keep breathing here. Relax all your muscular tensions and enjoy stillness. Now inhale, come back up into sitting position, sitting on your heels. And inhale up, come onto your knees and make little circles with your hips. Just staying here on your knees in one side and then on the other side. Keep breathing and feel the movement in the rotation of your hips. Now bring your palms onto your lower back, press slightly front, open the chest and come into a baby version of the camel pose, Ustrasana. Now come back to center and sit on your heels once again. Now inhale up, bring back to standing on your knees. Hands pressing onto your lower back. Push your lower back front, push your pelvis front, open, start bending backwards and maybe come into camel pose if you can. If you don't have any cervical issues, grab your heels and bend backwards completely. Press your hips front. Keep playing here, maybe go a little bit more down and inhale, come back up and sit back on your heels. Breathe here. And now gently sit on the mat and lower your back to laying down. Gently swing your legs to the right, then to the left. Feel some gentleness in your hips. This should soften what we just practiced in camel pose. Do it your own pace. Now come back to neutral position. Feet on the mat, knees pointing upwards. Stay here with your breath a little while. Now we will be preparing bridge pose, so bring your heels slightly closer to your butt, lift your hips up, clasp your hands together below your hips and bring the hips up, press, 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 Send the hips up. Give some energy here. Bring the feet up. Now heels up. Maybe bring the feet a little closer to your hands. And heels up. Then down. Press the heels up. Then to the ground. And now bring the hips back on the mat. Breathe here. And if you want to practice the full bridge pose, lift your arms up, then bring the palms next to your ears, fingers pointing to the front of the mat, then press on your hands, come into top of your head, then press firmly on your legs and arms and send the hips back up and come into your full bridge pose. Here you can play with the space between your feet and your hands if you feel comfortable, or just stay here for your first version of the bridge pose. Do any variation that feels good for you, either extending the legs or simply coming back down slowly by pressing your head back to the ground, then gently rolling your neck and lowering your back onto the mat again. Now bring your knees closer to the chest and gently rock from side to side to decompress the lower back and bring some softness into your body. Now legs up, pointing to the sky, arms simply on each side of your body, and keep the legs up in a simple version of Viparita Karani that you can also practice against the wall. Here, feel the weight in the legs becoming lighter, and now bring them down back onto the mat for your Shavasana, the last posture. Find a comfortable laying down position, feet slightly open, arms open and palms facing to the sky. Soften your breath, soften your gaze inside with your eyes closed, and relax, release any thought, any tension in your body, and stay present with your breath. Just being here and now. If you want to finish your Shavasana here, maybe bring some gentle movements into your palms, into your feet. Maybe stretch like a cat coming out from a nap, and gently come to your side and find your way back to sitting position without any physical or mental agitation. Eyes still closed. Come back to verticality. Feel your spine up, long. Bring your hands to the heart center in prayer. And if you want to sing an Om with me, take a deep inhale. Om. Bring your hands to your forehead and bow down as a sign of gratitude and humility. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing here in Bangkok. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I hope to see you soon on the mat, online, or maybe soon in real life.